Welcome to my beginning of the semester introductory lesson on anthropology. In this lesson, we will discuss the field of anthropology, its 4, sometimes 5 subfields, and what is culture. So I use this lesson for multiple classes, normally Introduction to Cultural Anthropology. If you are taking a Ford Field class, I will be using this lesson in your class as well. And we will likely be learning about several cultures throughout the semester. So here are the headings of the lesson. This is the outline. We'll talk about what anthropology is, what differentiates it from other fields, and the 5 fields of anthropology. You can see them here. Biological, also called physical anthropology, linguistic anthropology, archaeology, cultural anthropology, and applied anthropology. So what is anthropology? As a human, have you ever wondered, who are we, where are we from, or where did we come from? Why are we all so different, and why are we all so similar? Anthropologists seek to answer these questions and many others. Anthropology is a study of the full scope of human diversity and the application of that knowledge to help people of different backgrounds better understand one another. So this is one textbook definition of anthropology. But basically, anthropology is the study of humans. The word actually means study of humans. In Greek, anthropos means human and logia means study. So you put those two together and you get anthropology, the study of humans. What do anthropologists do? Well, they seek to answer questions about humans and humanity. So if the question is going to be anthropological or archaeological, humans have to be involved. We'll study more about archaeology in a few minutes. These are some acceptable definitions of anthropology: the study of humans and humanity, the all-encompassing study of humanity, and the study of humankind in all times and places. So, or you could even say across space and time. Here's a brief background of anthropology. So anthropology largely came out of European colonial expansion. So European countries were taking over lands in different parts of the globe. In the 18th and 19th centuries, transportation and communication technologies rapidly grew in sophistication. So people were able to get communication back from these colonial lands even easier, and people were able to travel and communicate even more. So this more rapid travel and communication brought Europeans into closer contact with the world's population. These changes brought diverse cultures into contact with one another, and Europeans no longer had to rely on the reports of different travelers. Often, missionaries would send back reports of what different people were like, and scholars would sit on their armchairs in Europe and study those accounts. But again, technology, travel, and communication increased. So this increased contact with foreign cultures brought about increased interest in foreign cultures, and this laid the basis for anthropology. Historically, scholars focused on non-Western societies, specifically people who were colonized or imperialized by Europeans. These people were commonly categorized as primitive or savages by government officials and colonists. Of course, we don't use terms like that that are kind of degrading these days, but these misconceptions serve to justify mistreatment of Native people. Later on, anthropology became a formal discipline during the heyday of colonialism, stated to be in the 1870s and through 1950s. By the late 1800s, many museums were sponsoring expeditions to collect ethnographic or cultural objects and data, as many traditional communities perished or surrendered their traditional ways of life. Ethnographic research that documents endangered cultures, now we call that salvage or urgent ethnography. But today, cultural anthropologists can do their work in all societies across the globe. My last slide here just shows you a picture of territories of empires of the world in 1898. So imagine all of these empires, and a lot of these empires belonged or were taken over by European countries. And this is kind of how anthropology started, unfortunately. Okay, next you'll have part 2 of this lesson. Please proceed on to the next portion.